So it's interesting, the oaks appear to be planted in pairs. So you see there's two here next to each other. And as we go down the main path, another pair of oaks here. So this path's fairly clear. Jasper and I came down here at the weekend and we had a go at clearing it. We just used the little hand shears. But there's plenty more to do. I think I might have to get a little hedge trimmer. Or longer term, I was thinking about building a flail attachment for the westward. But perhaps that's a bit over the top. As you can see. A few more little logs here we got zipped up, ready to go. But there's just timber everywhere. There's so much here, I don't know what I'm going to do with it all. Now if we cut across here, somewhere down here there is a badger sett, and I did come out here one evening and I saw quite a young badger, must have been this year's, a little cub. So I'm going to try and catch that on camera. But I've yet to catch it on camera. Oh, there's one of the holes here. Whether it's still in use or not, I don't know. But, there's quite a few holes down here, badger holes. Right, now we're coming down to what I call Big Oak, which is this lovely old oak. Some good perch at that. Coming this way. There's a lot of dead wood around this area. You can see the forestry workers had a good old go at it. It's dropped loads of timber. Get a bit of a higher up shot. Some of these stalls look quite old. Got a gnarly one there. Here's the lovely old oak. So just, ow, brambles. Just down here, I've set the camera trap, you can see on this tree here. And I've left it pointing over here. There's 3 or 4 badger holes in a row. Well, they're all round here, there's tons of them. So I thought that would be a good spot, must catch some action. And there's just signs of nature everywhere, loads of tracks and droppings and yeah, it's a warren. There's loads of wildlife. I've put the camera out a few times, the wildlife camera, and I've already seen little deers and field mice, rabbits, squirrels. There's all sorts in there. But what I wanted to show you was some of these old chestnuts. They're pretty chunky. Look at that. It's a big old tree, that one. Also in this corner there's sort of a bit of a natural spring. There's this sort of swampy area, and it is actually flowing. Considering this is, well, we're in mid-July, near the end of July, and we've had a heat wave and are pretty much coming up to a drought and hosepipe ban. It does seem to be trickling and flowing somewhere, which is a bit strange. We're on top of a hill, so it must be a spring locally. I wish it would flow a bit more, and then I could see a future project coming with this, building a little hydro dam, but I don't think it's got enough flow for that. This bit here is wildlife haven. It's just like, I think there's an old fallen tree. There's no chestnut in this bit, but there's loads of sort of ground cover and massive bramble patch. You always see animals in there. Some butterflies there. Big old chestnut there. Get through here. Quite an interesting ditch here. Oh, there's a pheasant. Let's zoom in on that. Where's it gone? Yeah, this ditch is quite interesting. There's various trees along the edge. There's hazel down here. There's a holly. There's a crab apple a bit further along. Some good foraging material. And you can see there was a lot of bluebells this year as well. So you can see this is the remnants of the bluebell flowers. And there's tons of these little oaks everywhere. So last autumn they said it was a mast year, which meant that there was an abundance of acorns and berries and all sorts on the trees. And there were so many acorns in here. We collected up quite a few of them, and we made some acorn cookies, which is quite good fun. Kids like them. But as a result, there's everywhere you go, there's hundreds of these acorn saplings. Some of them are going looking a bit sad, others are quite healthy. So I might try and save a few of these. Look at the lichen on these. There's another pair of oaks. The one on the left has dropped a limb by the look of it, and it's propped up on that one. That's the sort of thing I thought the forestry worker might sort out, but he's left that and he's just hacked down all the dead timber. Look at this. So apparently the oaks were planted in amongst the chestnut to force them to grow straight. So I think as the chestnut grows quite fast, it forces the oaks to sort of stretch to reach the sky, you know, to get the light. And as a result, you get nice straight timber, which is what you want for essentially, this is a farm, isn't it, you know, timber farm. I think the oaks are definitely winning. Beautiful morning. Oh, I can hear something over there. I think a deer just walked past. We've had quite a lot of deer in here. I've come in here, well, once I came in here and just walked into the main path, and a stag was having a little power nap. He suddenly jumped up, scared the life out of us, bolted off down the path. So. Well, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Next week I think we better start clearing some of this and try and figure out what to do with it all. Stack it out perhaps and make some more logs, clear some more of these brambles. So there's plenty to do before coppicing season starts in the winter. So watch this space.